And so we've looked at your effects, we've looked at your amps and stuff. So what guitars are you playing? It looks like you've got some real goodies there.
So I've got a sort of, I had a slight obsession for a few years. So a lot of the guitars there I've put together myself. I'll show you an example of one. So this is a good example of one that I put together myself. So it's a really nice. I had to rescue this from my daughter's room earlier. Now it's got the dirty word on the headstock. It's a Squier.
All right, yeah.
And what it is it's an early. I wish I could play, but I've got on my hand today. It's a 1980s. This is really specific. This is how nerdy I am about these necks. It's like early 1986 Korean Squier neck.
Right.
Which I'll tell you about my 40th birthday. I was given a guitar for my 40th birthday, which had one of those necks. I'll show it you. So this one is rather special.
Wow.
So that's my friend Greg, who's telling you about, who was the drummer in Relics, a filmmaker and artist. And it had one of these necks on it. It belonged to a friend of mine who was the bass player. For my 40th birthday, they stripped it down and Greg painted this and did the artwork and put it on. But when I played it, I just fell in love with the neck. And I went on a bit of a mission finding the neck. So the Strat is a neck from there. The Jazz Master you can see down in the corner. That's the same neck as well. But what I do, there's a guy in Northern Ireland called SC Relics, Scott Cameron.
Right.
So you've seen his name. So he makes the bodies for me. So they're bodies that he relics. So this, with the Jazz Master, is beautiful. It's like a thing. I know a lot of people aren't massively into the Relics, but to me, I'm clumsy. So actually, a Relic is just I don't mind when I knock it.
Yeah,
I've got a Jazz Master around that.
That is beautiful.
Actually, there's one on its way as well. My next project, he sent me a photo today. I'm having a Mustang built. I've always wanted to look at Mustang. My favourite guitars.
Nice one.
So yeah, those I use a lot. But actually, my main guitars at the moment are probably my Gretsch and my Gibson. So this is.
Oh, I saw that earlier. I didn't at first. I thought it was a. I saw the Gibson emblem on it, but when I first looked at it, I thought it was a Gordon Smith initially when I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, but so it's a Les Paul special. The neck's been off it. That was a gig involving that drummer again, throwing his cymbal stand, and it's the cymbal stand hit there,
right,
as you can see, and the neck clean off. So I had to have the neck reglued. It's been better ever since. That was about 10, 15 years ago that happened. But I love the something about this guitar, these Les Paul Juniors and specials.
Yeah.
I always get asked about it when I take it out live. It sounds great. I mean, I changed the pickups to some proper P90s. It sounds absolutely phenomenal. I love that sort of it's a proper rock and roll guitar, isn't it?
It is.
It doesn't do anything else.
Yeah.
So I love that. And then the one I probably use more than any is this Gretsch. Which again,
yes, I've seen that. You're playing that.
Yeah, so this is great. And I've just spent the weekend. So, I mean, these were the made in China Electromatic ones. But I've just put a real Bigsby on it. Only because I had them. There's nothing wrong with the licensed ones, but I used to have it on the Les Paul. Just put some Radio Shop pickups in it, which are just phenomenal.
Are they the same pickups in Burns guitars?
No. So these are the Filtertrons, so the Gretsch Filtertrons,
right?
But made by Radio Shop. The Strat's got a crisp book set of Radio Shops in it. Amazing pickups. They can do the Mustang ones for me as well. I've just put CTS pots in it, put some locking tuners on it just to try and improve the tuning stabilities. Yeah. But this plays incredibly. It's just a real dream. I picked this up for 300 quid.
Incredible.
And although I've probably spent a lot more on it since, because I can't leave them alone. I don't think I own a guitar that I haven't modded over the years. All the years I did the Barolo stuff and the Clatter stuff, though, was all based. It wasn't this one. It was all based around this setup, the P90 Strat, which I absolutely love the sound of P90s in a Strat. This is what I put together again with one of those necks, but it's sort of the nice light placid blue one.
I tell you, I've got in my Strats locked away at the minute. I've got to wait. I've had some pickguards done, and once they're out. In fact, that's the pickguards that I've had done, the engraved ones. But nice. my guitar was made by a guy called Rob Williams, and he's in Wales. And
Okay.
I only really I like it when he sets it up. So I'm going to take all the parts over to him. So I'm waiting for lockdown to finish. So my Strat is in the cupboard, in the case.
Right, waiting to go.
Yeah, waiting to go. But and I'll send you some information. You might, but there's a passive tonal controller called a Rothwell Hot Little Knob, and the Rothwell Audio in the UK, and you can you pull it out instead of having the conventional 5-way switch. You've still got the 5-way switch. Positions 1 and 2 change it into humbuckers, so it works the bridge in the middle in series. So it's humbucking. Middle position is the middle pickup, but it's got a different tonal thing, and it's great for funky stuff. But position 4 is all 3 pickups. It's an incredible thing. So it opens up all these different tonal options.
I've got a blend knob on mine, on my Strat, so I can have, so you can be in the sort of position number 2 and wind the neck pickup in as well, which I thought was brilliant. And it does do it, but I tend to find that I do those sorts of things to guitars, they're never used, because you're in a gig, it's like, right, I'm going to go bridge or I'm going to go neck. The middle pickup's there for show, but I do occasionally. It's quite good for the rock and roll stuff, actually, the middle pickup. A lot.
So, all right. So what's next for yourself and Harry Jordan once you're out? I mean, I'd encourage anybody that's watching this to check out Harry Jordan. The music's fantastic. You've got such a following. But what's your plan sort of with the band once lockdown is over?
Yeah, get gigging again, really. We've got a few potential gigs lined up over the summer now. They're starting to come through since the announcement early in the week. We really want to get back into the festival scene. We love doing the festivals. We did Boomtown a couple of years ago, and it was just brilliant. It's great fun, really, really good. And we've done quite a few different festivals, and we work really well at a festival. We've been talks with doing some stuff down at the Night Owl in Birmingham, which is a great little venue. It's like a Northern Soul club, but they've put bands on and stuff, and we've had some really good gigs there. So do that. We've got some unreleased tracks that we did record at Magic Garden Studio up in Wolverhampton.
Right.
A little studio with Gavin Monaghan, who's done loads and loads of stuff. And we did some tracks, but never got a chance to do videos for them, so we've held them back.
Right.
So we've got 2 or 3 tracks ready to go. So we're going to do a video actually over the next few weeks, just each of us performing at home style one, just to start getting that interest and getting something out again. Let's just get out and gig. I think, to be honest, all we really care about is having that chance to get out and play in front of people again. So that the Harry Jordan stuff will be that. And I'm still working on all my own stuff as well. I've got a little bits of music to do for the guy who did that for his films. I do little sounds and stuff for that every now and again. Yeah. Just for fun. So yeah, that's it, really. And then the next big thing is obviously going to be building the Mustang. So
nice.
Just on that.
Nice. And lastly, what sort of music you're listening to today? Then are you kind of going back to what you've got any sort of new music you're listening to, or? Yeah,
I'm listening to all sorts at the moment. I've been getting back into some of the sort of modern psyche bands that I like. Bands like Dungen, like a sort of, I think they're Norwegian band. Really, really good, sort of psychedelic, very sort of original sounding. Been listening to quite a lot of that. Been listening to a band called Motorpsycho, really interesting as well. Another Scandinavian band. I've been going back into a load of the old krautrock stuff that I love, like Can and Noi and bands like that. I love that sort of stuff. So that, but tomorrow I might be listening to Abba.
Yeah,
you know, it's a mood thing, isn't it? I was walking earlier and Greg, my friend, had sent me a track. You got to check out this track, and it ended up. There was a guy playing sort of Hungarian folk psych guitar, but it just went off on a real sort of, if you like this, you'll like this, and I just let them sort of play all the different stuff, and I discovered some amazing stuff there, like Bill Frisell and bands like and guitarists like that I don't really know. I now need to go back and check. So yeah, that's what I'm into really at the moment. I really love that old psyche stuff. I quite like PigsPigsPigsPigsPigsPigs at the moment. I got that album for Christmas, been playing that a lot. And a band called Federali.
Right.
Federali, it's the bass player from the Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Right.
Basically spaghetti Western music done by a band. And it's brilliant. So that sort of stuff. So I think I've been probably listening to stuff that goes on in the background more.
Well, we'll put links up to those bands, you know, so members can check them out. And it's always, you know, worthwhile, you know, checking out new music and stuff. And we've got some new bands sort of later in the year that we're going to be interviewing, you know, because as much as anything, I need to broaden my horizons a bit with music. And it's, you know, it's great to... Sorry, I think that was our dog just trying to come in then. So it's great to great to, you know, experience new music and look to see what's out there. So
yeah, absolutely, brilliant, good stuff.
All right, Toby, look, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It really has. It's
been fun. Cheers, mate.
Nice to talk to you. And if you can please scan your birth certificate and send it on just for proof. I still don't believe that yet. Our dog Lulu's just come in mid-interview. We've got a little beagle dog, so she's just walked in. So, but lovely. Hey, look, thank you very much for your contribution to the group, your membership and everything else and everything you do. And thanks very much for tonight.